The clouds have begun to gather over this building right now.
And we hear the familiar music of Malta the Damager, ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring. 7 feet tall, 200 and who knows how many pounds.
Can't miss him. A blind man can see this man walking down the street. And that blind man better move out the way.
Malta the Damager entering the ring here in this highly anticipated match with Superman Suntan, and this will be one for the books here.
I don't know how much of Brooklyn is going to be left standing after this.
It's the battle of the big men, and Malta's quite charged up in the center of the ring, showing the kicking ability. And the fans absolutely love Malta here at Fighting Spirit Wrestling. But they also love this man coming into the ring here, Superman Suntan. And this was termed the Battle of the Mock Trucks by Malta the Damager. And he had some quite strong words for Mr. Suntan before the match a couple of nights ago. And both of these guys will be all business here tonight.
Yeah, both these men are both pillars of here in FSW. So it's going to be a very interesting match. And to see, I'm interested to see who these fooligans are behind.
And fans here also showing love to Suntan. So this will be quite an interesting match here. I think the fans just want to see great wrestling, and of course they will. It's Fighting Spirit Wrestling, where we bring you the best independent wrestling in the world, and tonight will be no exception.
This is the game of pro wrestling, and in this game you're going to see a lot of big men. There are a lot of big men, but most of the time men this size are not that used to fighting men their own size. Everyone is usually smaller than them.
Absolutely. We've seen all types of devastating finishing moves by Malta. We've seen the massive moonsaults by Suntan. We've seen the brute power and force and strength of both of these competitors as Mr. Suntan steps between the ropes, entering the squared circle, and this will be some match.
And it being Lucha, Libre, Extravaganza, I wonder if Malta's going to pull out that Malta Rana again.
The Malta Rana was unbelievable.
Gave me a heart attack.
And to do it to Mr. Mason, I mean, that's the real crazy part about it. Another giant. And Malta getting ready to have a go at Mr. Suntan, as Malta getting the fans into it, up against the top, up against the ropes there as he turns around, and Mr. Suntan has many fans here at Fighting Spirit Wrestling that absolutely love him. So this will be quite an interesting turn of events, no matter how it ends.
What's going to give here? We got two big aggressive men. I hope everyone survives.
Yeah, absolutely, and this will be some match here. There's no question about it. As Mr. Suntan getting ready.
I can't wait to watch them beat each other into a pulp. I don't know, Suntan's having a little bit too much fun. I'd be very concerned about his opponent.
You've got to be concerned anytime you step into the ring with a man like Malta. And the bell's finally rung here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if this ring holds up.
Absolutely, we have massive amounts of pounds in the ring as both men circling about, locking up in the center of the ring. Malta and Suntan, and this has been one of the most anticipated matches of the event here, Mr. Steranko. Where's your betting money tonight?
Woo, this is a hard one. What I bet, I think this match is going to end with both men knocked out on the ground.
As Malta
They're going to take each other out.
is catching the brunt of a kick there. And here's Malta. Got him in the full Nelson there. And Malta.
He's trying to get him to that pat. Oh, he got him.
And there's that move.
Panic.
Signature move there. The Malta.
Nelson side slam.
Absolutely. The full Nelson into the side slam. We saw him do that in Florida against El Gato Grande there. As Malta working on Suntan here. A series of kicks.
He's got the early advantage.
And Suntan in the corner. Malta giving him bloody thrashing.
And Malta's smart. He's not giving him 1 second to breathe.
And Malta working on Suntan here with big knees.
Gotta go after that body.
And Malta with that kick there. He truly loves to do that kick, but nobody home there.
Looks like Suntan won the battle of the kicks there.
Absolutely. And Suntan
only got Malta down on one knee though. Wow.
And Malta showing
it's quite a smack.
the athletic ability. At the same time, he got bloody thrust there by Suntan.
Yeah, that momentum got him out the ring. Yeah, I don't know if Malta's in a safe place right now. Here we go, Spirit of Lucha Libre. Oh!
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Suntan attempted a suicide dive, run into the boot of Malta, and here's Malta bloody working on him outside the ring.
Suicide is the right word.
It was unbelievable. Mr. Steranko running right into the boot of Malta, and Malta did not want to be a victim of a full-on suicide dive by the man with like Suntan, with the strength and power and speed of Suntan and the utter mass of Suntan.
Is Suntan alive? Did Malta kill him?
Suntan still feeling the after effects of that.
No way he knows where he is right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is some match here.
I just heard the ref politely ask his men to get back in the ring.
Absolutely.
No one's controlling this situation. You can get 10 refs out here.
Absolutely. As Malta working on Suntan outside. Attempted double axe handle there.
What are these guys doing to each other? Oh! Wesley.
And looks like the altitude adjustment maneuver there. Something like that. And Malta and Suntan on the floor. And
this is becoming a
wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on here? Do I see Mr. Weatherford?
Hey, look who's back!
And Mr. Weatherford lurking about.
All right. It just got purple outside.
And what's going on here? Mr. Weatherford, what's he doing here?
That's my brother from another mother, Dashing D.
And Dashing D Weatherford gracing us with his presence here at the Lucha Libre Extravaganza as Malta and Suntan.
Look at that extravagant cape he has on.
Just getting up now.
Looks like he got that from Harley Race. It's fantastic. Dashing D taking some shine away from the showdown.
Absolutely. Quite a prolific, flamboyant character is Mr. Weatherford.
All right, well, the action's still going on in the ring, even though Weatherford taking the attention here.
Absolutely, and both men now with their wits about him and starting to brawl again. As Suntan slapping Malta in the face and a big slap to the chest there by Malta. Another slap there by Malta, and we've seen this many times as Malta with the big knees there, as he loves to take advantage of his opponents in the corner, and a big kick to the face there.
Yeah, usually it's enough to get his opponents down to the ground, but
And Mr. Suntan attempting right hand there, missed Malta.
Well, looks like Suntan meant to fake him out. Welcome back, brother.
And Malta, big kick to the face there. And Malta trying to work Mr. Suntan in the corner here.
You see Dash and D giving me a shout out? Oh, yeah. Suntan, he's in a dangerous place.
And Malta here
Oh, no.
starting to work on Suntan. Suntan sitting at the top of the ring post there.
If Malta pulls this off,
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
it's going to drag the whole arena down to the basement.
And Malta the damager working on Suntan.
He's
And
going
what's he
for
up
it.
to here?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Malta Steiner. Unbelievable.
I don't know,
The
Suntan.
Franken Malta, as it were.
It's over.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, Malta the damager.
Malta getting it done against Suntan.
Perfectly executed. Franken Malta. Malta Steiner. Steiner Malta, whatever you want to call it. And it was absolutely unbelievable. Athleticism on display here by Malta the damager. This was an unbelievable match as Malta victorious against Superman Suntan. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe what I just saw.
Malta continuing a career of domination. There
And,
goes Dash and D taking some shine away.
and Mr. Weatherford, and what's going on? Mr.
what?
Malta going to have words with Mr. Weatherford there.
Why? What is he doing that's so wrong?
And Malta bloody thrust
He's a
Mr.
bully.
Weatherford.
He's a bully. Malta the Damager's a bully.
And Malta having his way here, exiting the ring. What's going on? Why is Mr. Weatherford out here? We've not seen Mr. Weatherford in a little while, and then he returns outside the ring, and Malta's bloody thrashing.
You know,
Dashing D. Weatherford.
Malta wouldn't have the guts to do that if the Gordons were here.
Unbelievable. And what a turn of events. We saw a great match here as Suntan defeated against Malta the Damager.
Well, everyone should put their pinkies up in the air just to give some respect to Dash and D.